I'm a great admirer of Caroline because she's been coming to the studio for 3 years, and every quilt that she starts, she finishes. And this one as well, I'd quite like to steal because it's Liberty Fabrics, which we have a shared love of, don't we?
We do.
So I'm very happy to share her quilt story.
If I couldn't carry on quilting, I'd really miss it, I think. I love looking at fabric and choosing fabric and patterns for the next quilt that I've got in mind, and I've normally got 2 or 3 quilts that I'm hoping to do whilst I'm actually sewing one. I don't get much chance to sew other than when I come to class. I really only sew 2-3 times a month. I hardly ever sew at home, so it's lovely to be able to come, and I don't necessarily find it relaxing. I feel quite tired at the end of the day when I've been concentrating all day, but I do love being able to come and sew, because if I was trying to sew at home for a day a week, I'd just get distracted. I think maybe particularly perhaps for me, because I have been at home for nearly 20 years, that's maybe quite a thing that's sometimes quite hard, and you don't have anything to show for that specifically, and you don't have the kudos that goes along with being out at work sometimes. And I haven't really thought about it specifically in terms like that until just now, really. That actually having an achievement, having something to show for what I'm spending my time doing is really lovely, and it is totally non-competitive. It doesn't matter what anyone's making or how many things they're making, or where they're making them for, or who they're making them for. Everyone's just really supportive and encouraging in whatever you're doing, and gives you ideas if you ask for them. But otherwise, it's that sort of non-judgmental, positive attitude that I think people really give. The first quilt that I made ever, which I probably hadn't realised quite how much was involved when I decided to make such a large quilt, or how I was persuaded to hand quilt it and how many hearts there were to do. This really came out of me hearing about you talking about Liberty Fabrics, and
I reckon you could take me on now though, on Mastermind. I think between...
No.
I don't know.
I knew lots of the names of them when I was making it. I haven't remembered them anymore.
No, I know quite a few, I think. I'd forgotten this, but we kind of did some swaps and things, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, which was lovely. And the more I look at it, it's on our bed at home, and the more I look at it, the more I like it. When I'm making a quilt for somebody, I love thinking about what fabric I might use for them that might suit them or their house, and then choosing a pattern that I think will complement the fabric, and then whilst I'm making it, thinking about the person I'm making it for. I really enjoy that secret anticipation of being able to gift it, and hopefully then they'll love it and hopefully they'll use it, but if they don't, then it comes from me with love, and then it's up to them to do what they'd like with. I think I do really enjoy the fact that I sew, and I think it probably does give me a sense of purpose alongside the other things that I do in my life, that's sort of just for me, I suppose, really, and that I can then feel good about.